In this video, I will do a small example to introduce the basic painting operations of Adobe Animate. We are going to draw a caterpillar shape like this. We are not trying to draw this graphic perfectly, but we are trying to get familiar with the drawing function in Animate by drawing simple graphics like this. First, find the oval tool in the toolbar. Because the graphics we want to draw are overall, we need to select Object Mode. Now I hold down the Shift key and draw a circle. Modify the color of the edge and change it to black. Adjust the fill color, here I use green. But now the stroke is a bit thin. Change the thickness of the stroke to 3 in the property bar. The thickness of this stroke is 3 pixels. Zoom in the window, which is a typical Object Mode graphic. Object Mode graphics can be modified by dragging and dropping. If you want to drag a graphic, you must first deselect it, that is, click on an empty space in the scene. Then put the mouse on the graphic, then you will see an arc appear next to the mouse. At this time, hold down the left mouse button and drag the graphic. We need to drag out a shape that is slightly square at the bottom and slightly pointed at the top. This is the head of a cartoon caterpillar, and then we will draw its eyes. Draw the eyes also using Object Mode. When I continue to select the oval tool, this Object Mode is still selected. It defaults to Object Mode until the next time you cancel Object Mode. Now let's draw an eye. Without holding down the Shift key, we directly draw an oval white eye. Then adjust the direction. The second tool on the toolbar, this is the Free Transform tool. It can adjust the size and orientation of graphics. So now I've oriented this eye. I also want to draw another eye. There are 2 ways to duplicate this eye. The first method is to press Ctrl+C and then Ctrl+V to copy an eye. The second method is to hold down the Alt key and drag an eye directly. Remove extra eyes. Use Free Transform tool to adjust the direction of the right eye. Now both eyes are in good position. But the eyes are missing a black pupil. Continue to select Oval tool. Fill color selected as black. Now I want to remove the stroke. When I open this artboard, you will see that the middle position is the color block provided by Animate. The position below is the gradient color. Here in the upper right corner is the alpha value. The alpha value represents transparency. The default is 100%. There is a small white square with a slash on the right side of alpha. This button is to remove the stroke. Here is when the color you want is not among the colors of the color block. You can choose the color you want through the color picker. Click to remove the stroke. Hold down Shift and draw a black circle. Then hold down the Alt key and drag the black circle. Note that Animate will automatically provide a guideline to place the circle. In this way, the 2 black circles are on the same horizontal line. Now let's draw 2 tentacles for it. You can use the Line tool and the Pen tool to draw the tentacles. Use the Line tool to demonstrate. You will see that Object Mode is still selected. That is to say, when Object Mode is selected for a graphic, other drawing tools will automatically be selected in Object Mode. You don't have to choose the painting mode every time you paint. Let's draw 2 straight lines. Cancel selection. Then put the mouse in the straight line and drag. Keep dragging. In this way, 2 cute little tentacles are drawn. Next, we will draw the smiling mouth of the cartoon caterpillar. One thing to note here is that if I use the straight line tool to drag out an arc, its arc will be different from the arc I want. Let's take a look at the reference picture. The arc in the reference picture is close to the arc of a semicircle. It is difficult to achieve such an arc by drawing a straight line with the straight line tool and then dragging it. because the larger the drag angle, the sharper its lower part is. We can use an easier way to draw the caterpillar's mouth. Delete it. Click Oval tool. Remove the fill color of the oval tool. Draw an ellipse for the mouth. Adjust the position again. Now we want to cut this ellipse in the middle and delete the upper part to get the shape of a smiling mouth. The difference between object mode and shape mode lies in whether the graphic is a whole. If you are in shape mode, it will be easy to delete the upper part. Use the mouse to select this area and press the delete key to delete it. However, the object mode graphic is a whole. If you select the upper part of the ellipse and press the delete key, the entire graphic will be deleted. In fact, object mode includes shape mode. Double-click on the ellipse drawn in object mode. At the position of the navigation bar in the upper left corner, we will see the drawing object appearing on the right side of scene 1. At this point I have entered the inside of the drawing object, and the ellipse drawn in object mode has become shape mode. This is an isolation method. Other graphics have been isolated. Only the graphic that is double-clicked can be selected. Now select the upper part and press the delete key to delete it. We have two ways to return to the scene. The first method is to click on the navigation bar in the upper left corner to return to the scene. Another way is to return to the scene by double-clicking at this location outside of this graphic. The head is finished. Let's draw a body together. Look at the picture. The body of the cartoon caterpillar is composed of two arms and a body. This can be done with the oval tool. But these two arms are divided into front and back. Through the lines, we can analyze that this arm is at the back and this arm is at the front. Click Oval tool. Now this oval tool is not filled in. Now I want to set its fill color to be consistent with the fill color of the head. But I have forgotten which color of the color palette the fill color of the head is. Click Fill. Now the mouse becomes a straw, which is a color picking function. Move to different color positions, and different color blocks will appear on the window. In order to keep it consistent with the color of the head, absorb the color of the head. Then draw the left arm. Use the free transform tool to rotate the arm. Hold down the Alt key again and copy the right arm. Use any transformation tool to rotate the angle. Then draw the body of the cartoon caterpillar. In order to make it look cuter, the body should not be too big and should not be bigger than the head. Just analyze that the left arm is in the back and the right arm is in the front. I'm going to work on the left arm first. I want to move this line up and cut off the line from here to here. Double-click the body to enter the graphics mode of the body object. At this point, the body has been isolated from other parts of the body. Click on the Line tool. Deselect Object Drawing. Draw two straight lines. At this time, the two straight lines and the ellipse are both in shape mode, and part of them can be deleted. Click on the line in the middle area. Press the delete key to delete this line. Then delete the extra straight lines. Double-click a blank location to return to the scene. At this point, the visual placement of the left arm behind has been dealt with. Now we only need to move the right arm upward. Right-click on the right arm. Find Arrange and click Bring to Front. Now we're going to delete the line segment from here to here. Double-click on right arm. Click on the Line tool. Deselect Object Drawing. Draw two straight lines. Click on the line in the middle area. Press the delete key to delete this line, and then delete the extra straight lines. Click the navigation bar in the upper left corner to return to the scene. Now arrange the various parts of the caterpillar's body. Hold down the Shift key and select the body and both arms. Find Modify in the menu bar. Click Group to combine these three graphics into a combination. Right-click again, find Arrange, and click Send Backward. The cute cartoon caterpillar is now largely drawn, but it's still missing two little tails. Click Oval tool. Click Object Drawing. Draw two ovals. Arrange the two ovals. Click Send Backward. Such a cute little caterpillar has been painted. Next, let's add a leaf to it. To draw leaves, we need to use the pen tool. Right-click the pen tool to see the Add Anchor Point tool, delete Anchor Point tool and convert Anchor Point tool. If you are familiar with Photoshop, you will also be familiar with these tools. Their operation methods are the same. Click on the pen tool. Draw a curve on the page of the scene. When the anchor point falls on the drawing paper, don't release the left mouse button. We can drag out this adjustment lever. The adjusting lever can control the angle of this arc. After drawing the general shape of the leaf, you need to adjust its details. Now let's add a color to the leaves. One detail to note just now is that I closed the path when I drew the pen path. But the line drawn with the pen tool defaults to shape mode. Zoom in to see that these lines are not yet a hole. Double-click the leaf outline you just drew. Click Create Object in the upper right corner. This will make the leaf outline a hole in object mode. Click Fill. Choose a slightly lighter green. Click here. Then arrange the leaves to the bottom. Let's remove the stroke of this leaf. Let's add a slightly irregular shadow to it. Hold down the Alt key and drag out a leaf. Change the copied leaf to a slightly darker color. Arrange it to the bottom. Use any transform tool to resize. Adjust the angle. I always lose control when adjusting the angle. It cannot automatically capture or adjust to any angle. Click View on the menu bar. Find Snapping. Deselect Snapping to Objects. This way you can adjust the angle of the shadow smoothly. Let's make a leaf vein here. Continue using the pen tool. As I just said, lines drawn with a pen are in shape mode by default. These lines will automatically be arranged on the bottom layer of the canvas. Double-click the line. Click Create Object, and these lines will be merged into a whole object mode, which will automatically move to the top level. Draw a thin leaf vein pattern. We want these curves to be closed. Double-click on the leaf vein outline. Click to create object. Click Fill. Choose a darker green. Click Stroke. Remove Stroke. Then move the veins to the middle of the leaf. Adjust the shape of the leaf veins a little more. The leaf vein layer should be below the caterpillar and above the leaf. Click on the leaf veins, right-click, and arrange the leaf veins to the bottom first. Select these two leaves again, right-click, and arrange them to the bottom. The cute cartoon caterpillar image has basically been drawn. But this white background doesn't look very good. Change the color of the background. Click under the blank space of the scene stage. The properties of the document will appear in the property bar. When you select different objects, the property bar will change according to the object you select. For example, what I choose now is the body. Since we created a group for the body before, the attribute bar displays the attributes of the group. Now we choose the document. Click the color of the stage. Choose a lighter color that's a little softer. The image is now complete. Press Ctrl plus Enter on your keyboard to preview. This is an image of 1280 x 720. Under the File menu, find Save. Files can be saved in FLA format. The file format saved by Animate is the same as Flash Professional CC. But we want to export the video. Under the File menu, find Export. Click Export Movie. The types of saves include movies and sequences. Sequence is the export of multiple images. Here we choose SWF Movie. Open it and take a look at the cartoon caterpillar you just drew.